Hey everyone, I'm Chef Z and welcome back to another tasty episode of Chef Z Cooks, where today I'm actually showing you how to make some shrimp fajitas. Now listen up, this dish is super tasty, and because it's summer, we're actually going to be grilling them outside. It is layered with flavored, which you can also customize to your liking. So if you want it a little bit spicier or a little bit more garlicky, you can definitely have fun. Now, before we actually build our fajitas and start to eat, I have to show you guys how to actually make this dish. So let's go ahead and get started. Shrimp fajitas are one of the easiest and tastiest recipes that you can make. It's always a party anytime I make this because everyone in my family loves it. Now to kick things off, we're actually going to begin by making the seasoning blend. Now you can make this at home yourself and you can use this to season a variety of different things. You're going to mix together some oregano, some cumin, some chili powder, along with some paprika. We're also going to add a little bit of garlic, or if you like me, a lot of garlic. We're also going to add some onion powder, and then we're going to add a little bit of sugar, some light brown sugar to be exact, because this is really going to help balance out all of those flavors. Now you can roughly eyeball this seasoning blend because you can make it to your liking, but I would definitely have the exact measurements that I use on my blog post, so definitely be sure to check it out. Now I tasted the seasoning blend and I wanted it to be just a little bit smokier, so I went ahead and I added some chili powder and some paprika, and now it is absolutely perfect. Now you can definitely add salt and pepper to this if you like, but I personally like to add it to whatever protein that I'm seasoning because it helps me have a little bit more control. Next up, we're now going to dice up all of the fresh veggies. Now remember, this is fajitas, so the more fresh veggies, the better. So I went ahead and I sliced up some onions, and now I'm also going to slice up some bell peppers. Now because I also like to eat with my eyes, I love getting a variety of different colors because it's part of the fun part about this dish. So I went ahead, I used a green pepper, a yellow pepper, and a red pepper. Now, surprise, surprise, we're actually going to season the peppers with that seasoning blend that we just made. So we're going to add a little bit of kosher salt, some black pepper, and that seasoning blend. And I find that seasoning the veggies really takes the fajitas to the next level because it gives them a little extra spice and a little extra oomph. And because that seasoning blend does have some light brown sugar in them, once we grill it, it's actually going to caramelize just a little bit. And that smokiness is really going to take it to the next level. So once you add that spice mix, we're just going to mix it until it's well combined. And honestly, we're just going to set that off to the side. It smells amazing and I can't wait to throw this on the grill. But before we do that, of course, we have to season the star of the show, which is the shrimp. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add some kosher salt and black pepper. You guys know how I like to do. Now I am using some raw shrimp. It's really important that you use raw shrimp just so that you don't overcook them on the grill. I did go ahead and I thawed them out, and I also patted them dry just so that they cook really nice and evenly on the grill. I added the seasoning blend, and you can add as much as you like or as little as you like. We're going to add some olive oil just to help it not stick to the grill when we do make it. Now, if you have some extra seasoning left over, feel free to use it on another dish, or feel free to cook that whole 2-pound bag of shrimp that I showed earlier in the video. And now for the fun part, we're actually going to start grilling the shrimp. So I set my grill to about 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and once it came up to temperature, I just added the shrimp. Now shrimp is honestly one of the easiest things that you can cook in general because it actually cooks really quickly and it changes in color and texture, so that's how you know when they're done. So after about 2 to 3 minutes, I just flip it over, let it do its thing for another 2 to 3 minutes, and then I take it off, set it off to the side. And now we're actually going to grill the veggies, and this is super fun. After a few minutes, you just want to flip them over, and they are going to start to wilt a little bit and soften. Now, how soft you like them is totally up to you. I personally like my fajita veggies to have a little bit of a bite, so I don't really cook them for more than 5 minutes. And now we're actually going to build our fajitas. So I'm adding a little bit of a spicy sour cream crema, which I made with some sour cream, my favorite hot sauce, some lime zest, some lime juice, and garlic. You can make it at home. We're gonna set down the veggies. Of course, we're gonna add some shrimp, and I say, listen, add as many as you like because these things are honestly so delicious. I'm going to add some queso fresco. The more the merrier. I absolutely love this cheese, but feel free to use the one that you absolutely adore. We're also going to add some fresh cilantro and of course some fresh lime at the very end. For the full recipe, visit my website chefzcooks.com.